Ready.
Hi, I'm Ryan Bennett, and I'm going to talk about my experience in Los Angeles when I was a porn star. And yeah, let's do this. Should I sit down? Sit down, right? All right. So, is it getting me? Because this video
It's still pretty dark.
it's pretty dark. Let's move this. Is it still dark this way? I think because the sun is right there.
I could barely see it.
All right, let's switch.
Should I pause it?
You can keep it running. I want the people out there to know that this is not staged. I don't want the right lighting. I just want after 6 hours.
That's way better.
Way better? Okay. All right. I'm Ryan Bennett, and I'm going to talk about my experience in Los Angeles when I was a porn star. I'd rather look at you. Okay, whatever. My experience as a porn star, and this was like 4 years ago, and I guess I'll start off by saying I was working at CVS, and it sucked. It was horrible, and my manager was an asshole. And I did not like it. I got fired because I wanted the morning shift because I was going to take afternoon classes during the spring semester. And
Should I talk to or just let you do all the talking?
oh, you can ask questions if you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have anything to ask me, or you want to stop me while I'm doing yeah. Well, anyways, my manager was an asshole, and he fired me because I wanted the shift. I've been working there for like 4 years at the time. I really thought I was gonna get it, because obviously I've been working for like a long time. And then he just told me like, oh, like, because I told him I was like, it's either I get the morning shift or I quit. And he was just like, okay, whatever, you're fired. Like, I'm not gonna give you the morning shift. Fuck you. So I leave. And so then I go back home, and I just decide, okay, I'm just gonna leave Middle Valley. I wanted to leave, and just go to LA and just start my life over or whatever. Just go out there because I had money saved or whatever. I had money saved, and yeah. So I go to In and Out, and I'm calling sign waving agencies, and I ended up calling the wrong number, and I was talking to some guy. He had a really deep voice, like a mob boss. He's like, yo, who is this? My name's Ryan, and I'm looking for a sign waving job. And he's, oh, you got the wrong number. And he hangs up, So then he calls me back 2 minutes later, and he tells me, are you looking for work? And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a sign waving job, whatever. He's, oh, I got something different. I'll just come out here. And it was in Van Nuys. And so then, and I was in Reno Valley. I lied and said, oh yeah, I'm in Los Angeles. I'll be there like in 15 minutes. It was a lie. So I just yeah. I'm missing the part though. Before I left, me and my dad got in an argument and all that stuff. He called me selfish and everything. And I wrote my mom a note because I was closer to my mom. I didn't really get along with my dad. He was very abusive.
How was he abusive?
Like the typical stuff, like I would say more verbally abusive. He didn't really hit me as much. He'll like throw stuff at me. Like he didn't really like physically hit me with his hands. So I didn't really like in all honesty, like I didn't really like my dad at all. Yeah. But then I left my brother some money because my brother was, I don't know. I just left him some money. But yeah, I didn't really get along with my dad. So it was more of like I was already 21 at the time. So like leaving was more of, okay, I'm just gonna leave. Like I should have left a long time ago. But I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So anyways, I'm driving. I go to LA, and to this place ends up being a strip club, and I didn't know it was a strip club, so I go inside, and then I talk to the owner of the strip club, and that's when he tells me, oh, I got this job for you, and if you're interested, to be an escort driver, and you know what an escort driver is, right?
Yeah.
Where you drive women around, and they prostitution. Let's just keep it real. It's prostitution, basically.
In Los Angeles?
In Los Angeles, yeah. And it was I would say it's the best job I've ever had outside of being a porn star. Yeah. mainly because I made like a lot of money, and it was pretty easy, and like it's it's crazy how like the the owner of basically the owner of the strip club, aka the who ran the whole escort business, and he was like the best boss I would ever had. I know it's funny because like it's prostitution, but anyways, I made a lot of money doing that, and yeah, it was a good experience, but in my first day, and I was like sleeping in a motel because I didn't have a, I just came to LA like in my car and just the clothes on my back, and yeah, and so the next day I was driving around Los Angeles to get something to eat, and that's when I came across a very attractive girl walking on the sidewalk, and I'll call her Sarah. That's when I came across Sarah, and she went inside 99 cent store, and yeah, and I followed her in there, because she was very beautiful. She was like a very beautiful girl walking on the sidewalk. It was like
What'd she look like?
She brunette, uh, Jewish girl, uh, very nice ass. I don't want to. It's not about that. But basically, she was a very attractive girl, like very attractive, you know. And I already went to LA, so I had nothing to lose. Like, okay, if she rejects me, whatever. At least, I started living life as in like I'm gonna just do things. And it worked out. I came across her. I followed her on Instagram. We talked. We had breakfast together, and we were dating while she was still dating her. She was with her boyfriend at the time. So Sarah was still with her boyfriend. She was dating me, and we were kind of like doing this thing behind her boyfriend's back, which, now that I now that I look at it, it was really messed up.
Did he ever find out?
Yeah, he did. He found out. Yeah. I'll get to that. Well, yeah, I'll get to that. So, anyways, Sarah invites me to some, because she was I don't think I mentioned that she was a porn actress. She's a porn actress, and she invited me to a party, and I didn't know that it was a party with a lot of porn stars. Because I've seen her friends, and I've been to her friends' house before, and they weren't porn stars. And the people in the house, they weren't in the porn industry. So she invites me to some party, and it was a party from the owner of the house, the mansion, I would say. It was a very beautiful house, beautiful mansion. It was a porn star. Obviously, it's a fucking porn party, but so we're there, and then I see Bonnie Rotten there. I saw Bonnie Rotten like just having a conversation. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why is Bonnie Rotten here? Because I never met any like porn stars hanging out with her in Santa Monica. I didn't see her with any porn stars because she knew a lot of people. She was very popular. But I saw Bonnie Rotten there, and yeah, and when I went to Bonnie Rotten, we had a conversation, whatever, and then I had to leave because the whole escort job, and so I leave the party because I was on call or whatever. So I left the party. I didn't want to leave, but I left the party, and I go to talk to the owner of the strip club, and he tells me like business has slowed down and you have to let you go, and but I knew the real reason because like the block was the block was hot, like he was being investigated because the whole like prostitution thing, and then like he was selling, there was drugs being sold there, like drug deals and stuff, like stuff like all that, crazy shit. I wouldn't say crazy, but all that stuff. So basically he said I had to go, and so I left, went back to the party, and then that's when I come across the owner that was throwing the party. I'll call her Katie. So I came across Katie. We had a conversation, a deep conversation. We were actually like very I don't know. We just had I don't know. I guess like we felt for each other, in a weird way. Like we just were vibing and everything went well. And I ended up having sex with her that night. And it's funny because Susan was like in the house. Obviously, she's at the party. I'm just
Who's
having
Susan?
fuck. I just said her fucking name. All right. Let's just. Okay. Fuck it. I'll just. That's who it is. Susan. You know that was the girl. You know I'm not good at keeping people's names out of it, but yeah. Anyway, Susan was in the house while I was having sex with Katie, and and yeah, we left. We ended up leaving the she's not gonna see this though. You know, like I don't know if I even want to put it out, but yeah. Anyways, me and Susan, fuck it. You know, me and Susan ended up leaving the party, and it was funny because when we got to her house, you know, she just like was on the bed, like, cause she ended up doing coke. I didn't even know she did like a lot of coke at the party, and she was just on the bed like, oh yeah, I'm tired, I just want to sleep, and it was very funny, and yeah. But going back to Susan, you know, I think one thing I really liked about Susan was that like her parents were fucking wealthy. When I mean wealthy, I mean like fucking like 50, 75 million dollars each. You know what I mean? Like they weren't celebrities or nothing. They were just very fucking wealthy. You know, she's Jewish, so I'm pretty sure like, you know, they have a lot of fucking money. I'm not trying to be, you know, it's not racist. You know, I'm just saying like, you know, they're Jewish. Like, and I think what I really loved about Susan was that like, because she was a legal analyst, you know, and she was gonna get into law. And what I really loved about Susan was that she could have became anything she wanted, like anything. She was very smart, like the smartest girl I ever met. Very fucking smart.
College graduate?
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't say college. No, she was going to like UCLA, but then she dropped out because of the porn thing. I'm just giving her whole fucking life story, but she didn't graduate. She dropped out. You know. Yeah, but I don't want to get into all that stuff. But her parents were like, okay, whatever, do what you want to do. You know, they're like fucking like liberals.
She'd rather do porn than be a legal analyst?
I don't know. Maybe she's lying. Maybe she doesn't. But she told me like her parents were like okay with it. They just wanted to be happy. And the thing about it, she was, you know, and okay, this is another funny thing that really like cracked me up was that not really cracked me up, but like she, you know, like I said, she could have been whatever she wanted to be. I don't want to make this whole like video about Susan. Yeah. Oh, still going? Oh.
It's a little story.
Oh, you can just keep on filming. I'll there's a part where you're in. I'll probably just take that part out. I was just checking. Yeah. No, keep on going. Yeah, sorry. The phone died, but it's back now. Okay. I'm telling you, this is for real. This isn't there's no camera people here. There's nobody here. This is a good friend of mine, and I just want to get all this stuff off my chest. So yeah, like show them where we're at. Just turn the camera around. Show them where we're at. Look where we're at. There's no camera people. There's no, you know, people. I have no makeup on. I have a mic on. This is all.
We're in the hood.
We're in the hood. No, we're not in the hood. Don't ever say that again. But she's not even from here. She's from fucking Riverside. But anyways,
The good part of Riverside.
the good part of Riverside, yeah. But anyways, all right, yeah. But Susan, I think what I really liked about Susan was that like she wanted to be a porn star because she wanted cameras on her. She's like, oh, I just want to be filmed. I just want to be able to like dress up and change my clothes. I just want to be like different people. I just want to be free. And I'm just like, wow, like she was a girl that I really respected. And but anyways, enough about her. It's about me. So after that, I'm missing a huge part of this story. Was when we're at the party, some porn producer came up to me and he told me like, oh, you have that look. I'm good. All right, just yeah, camera problems. But anyways, some porn producer, I think that's where I left off. Some porn producer came up to me and he's like telling me, oh, you have that look. I want you to join my, you know, my porn production, whatever. And he starts naming all these various porn production companies. I'm like, okay, like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, like I want you to work for me. And he gives me his card. So then I take his card and I put it in my pocket. And then we leave. Okay, that's where I left off. And so the escort business is gone. I'm not doing that anymore. So anyways, so I was like just at home for like like in my at an apartment, and I was able to get one, and Susan signed the lease for me. You know, she even offered to like, you know, help me pay for it. Like, oh yeah, I could give you money. I give you like pay for your rent. I don't mind. Cause like I'm telling you, her parents were like laying it down when it came to like fucking money. Like she'd have to worry about that shit. You know, like, but she was making like a lot of money off the porn stuff. Just she didn't mind. And I was look at you. Okay, look at you. Okay, instead of looking at the camera, look at you. All right. It's kind of hard. Like if someone was filming on the side, it would be better. But yeah, okay, I'll look at you. All right. So anyways, so I was in my apartment for like 2 weeks, just you know, not doing anything because the escort business was down or whatever. And there was a Dollar Tree, cause I live in downtown LA, and there was a Dollar Tree like next to my apartment. So then I was like, okay, let me go apply at Dollar Tree. I was gonna do the whole CVS shit again. So then I'm filling out the application, and then I get to the work experience section. I'm just like, okay, fuck no, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to work a 9 to 5 again. I'm not going to, you know, get talked to, you know, by managers and they're assholes and all that stuff. So then I decide, okay, like I go to my dresser and I look at the card the porn producer gave me, and so I read it and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do porn. You know, I need money, like fuck it. I just didn't really care no more. I was okay, like not in a bad way, but it's just okay. I'll just do porn. Like, it'll be easy. Like all you have to do is like get your dick hard, and that's all. That's all I was thinking about. Like it wasn't really a big deal to me. I was just thinking all you have to do is just get your dick hard, make fake noises, and you have to like come when they say to come. You know. So basically, I did that. Not to be graphic, I'm just saying like that's how it is. That's how the industry is. So then I go to this production company in Canoga Park, and so I go inside. And I have lunch with the owner of the production company. I'm not gonna say what production company it was, but I have a lunch with the owner, and not immediately, but we talked. And he's okay, I want you to work for me. Like, yeah, like I didn't even audition. He just like basically gave me a career. Like, oh, I want you to work for me. Like, we're gonna do this. Come on this day. We're gonna take photos. You're gonna audition. So we did that. I auditioned. Everything went well. You know, I got, of course, I already got the job, but I auditioned. I killed it. I did good, and I was a porn star, and I was filming porn. You know, and it was cool. Like, you know, I don't really like. It was just whatever. Like, it wasn't like the greatest job in the world. Well, I would say it was okay. I know I said earlier. I think I said earlier that porn was the best job I had or whatever. Or did I say escort? I don't remember. But I would say like escort was really. It was really cool. But being a porn star, it wasn't bad. It was cool. I didn't have no problem with it. But I would say like it was good, and I got nominated for Best New Talent at the AVN Awards. I was shocked when they called me because I don't know how you even follow that stuff. You know, like I was just hanging out and hanging out with some friends. You know, like I was hanging out with fucking Susan. That's all I really hung out with. Like I didn't know. I'm in LA. Like I'm not gonna like go somewhere. Oh, I want to be my friend. Like I didn't go to college in LA. I didn't know anybody. So like, I was hanging out with Susan, and I get like a call from my manager at the time. I wouldn't really say manager. She just worked at LA. She was like a fucking receptionist. She called me, and she was like, "Oh, did you hear?" I'm like, "No, I didn't hear." "Oh, you were nominated for Best New Talent." I'm like, "Oh, really?" Because there's like so many fucking porn stars, and there was only like 4, nominees. So I was shocked. I was really shocked. I was like, "Okay, me? Like, out of all these people, like, okay, I didn't think I was all that great, But I lose anyways to I don't know if you heard of the porn star. What's his name? Michael Dustin.
Yes, I heard of him.
You heard of Michael Dustin?
Yes.
Isn't it crazy how big he is now?
Yes, it is.
It's really crazy, huh? Because when we were nominated, he was already like this really, because he was like what 6'4".
Yeah.
He looked like John Boy, fucking Midnight Cowboy. Like, but seeing how big he became now, like it was just like really crazy how like they're saying like when he dies he's going to be like you know, bigger than John Holmes. It's like crazy. Like he does like one big movie a year. No, okay, not like that, but he does like a big movie a year, and then that'll be it. Like he's like a fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and shit. So it's crazy seeing how big he became. I didn't think it was gonna be that big, but anyways, he wins, and you know he was all dressed all like casual like clothes, and a fucking like denim jacket, and like a fedora hat. You know, like what the fuck? Like, it was funny. Like I was all wearing a suit and shit, and he's just like, he's just so relaxed. Like I think he was a really great guy. I always had respect for him. I never talked to him or like, you know, I never talked to him or whatever, but it doesn't matter. And anyways, so that happens, and I'm whatever. I didn't think I was gonna win anyways. It would have been cool if I won. I'm not gonna lie, but so after that, after all like the good shit that happened, like getting the pointer sheet, escort driving, all that stuff, that was like, okay, this is cool. All the bad shit started happening, you know. Like one of the actresses, that works for the production company I was working for, got HIV, and rest in peace because she died. You know, like I would say like 2 years ago. Like,
From HIV?
From AIDS. She was ready. She wasn't like, she had health issues already. You know, she wasn't like that healthy. She was like, she just had like, you know, like fucking health issues. And when she got HIV, that was just it. You know, she ended up dying. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember. Yeah, rest in peace. And the fucked up thing is that I did a video with her, and my I'll call him Michael. Well, I just Michael Dustin. I don't want people to get it confused. I'll call him Ricky. I'll call him Ricky. So yeah, Ricky basically did a video with her. I did a video with her too, and she gets, you know, I mean he ends up getting HIV, and we got tested together. And I remember the last words he said. He basically said, "Could you hear? Should I speak louder?"
Oh, I'll let you.
Ryan Bennett. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't even say Ryan. Right? I'm Ryan Bennett. All right, where was I? I was talking about Ricky, and he ended up getting HIV. And the last words he said were, fuck the industry. They don't give a fuck about us. Those are the last words I heard him say. He just stormed off, you know, from the clinic. Like, and I haven't. Yeah, that was the last time I saw him, talk to him. And the sad thing is that he was I remember the next day I wanted to like keep him company, like to be there for him. It just seeing the look on his face and what he said, I was okay. I need to like, you know, be there for him. So I go to his apartment and he's not there, and I guess he was at the shooting range with his friend, and his friend, you know, went to I believe he like went to the restroom or like stepped out. He went to I believe he went to the restroom. I'm not sure, or he just stepped out to smoke a cigarette. I don't remember. But yeah, Donnie killed himself in the shooting range.
How old was he?
He was 25. He was 24. He was 24. Yeah. And he blew his brains out. I have to say that, but you know, he like shot himself in the head and he died. And I was very upset at the owner of the production company I was at. I was very upset, and we started yelling at each other, and I was like, "Oh, it's your fault. You should have like taken care of us, and you know, like the industry is fucking us up." But now that I look at it, now that I really look at it, is that he was in the right, you know, the owner of the production company, because he said, okay, like, because, you know, the girl who ended up getting HIV, you know, it was outside of the, you know, doing porn, like in her private life, so that's out of his control. What's he gonna do? Like, the testing date has passed, she was clear, and then she ended up getting HIV or whatever, which is, I don't know, maybe that's not how it happened, but
How often do they test you guys?
like I got tested twice a month. But there were times where, oh, we can't test you, so go to a clinic. You know, that's where when I got tested, and how Donnie not Donnie, Ricky, my bad. When Ricky, you know, I fucked up again. Oh yeah, but yeah, when Donnie, rest in peace, man. I think people know though. People know that, you know, but people don't know that. A lot of porn stars commit suicide. No one really knows, you know, because we're not really known. I'm not. I wasn't really known. I was known, but it's like you have to like really like look for me. But yeah, yeah, he died and he killed himself, and that's when I didn't really. I was like kind of like, okay, I should get out before like, you know, like something. I don't know. I just got after that happened. I was just like done, and even before like he killed himself, it was bad. Like, did I remember Katie, the who threw the party? Like I was, you know, after we had sex, I'm not gonna lie, I was seeing her because Susan broke up with her boyfriend, and she's okay. Like we were dating, and I was dating Carrie, like, you know, behind.
Carrie?
I'm fucking up, man. Katie. I was dating Katie behind her. Back. I'm just gonna say real names, okay? I'm just gonna like, cause
So there's Susan, Carrie.
yeah, Susan, Carrie, and I'm just gonna say real names. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at lying. I'm not like, you know me. You know I don't lie. You know, so it's hard for me to like cover people's names. So Susan, Carrie, and Donnie. Hey, honestly, we're not gonna release this video. I'm just gonna. I don't know. I really do want to release it, but Susan, Carrie, and I'm really bad at this. You know, I don't know how we do this.
Well, Donnie will never know.
Yeah. Oh wow. Donnie would actually laugh at that. You know, he actually I don't think he would have, but I don't know. Damn, that was too soon. I really like Donnie a lot. We're really close, but I'm pretty sure he's like looking down, like laughing. You know, like these guys are stupid. Donnie was, yeah, like he really wanted to have kids. You know, he wanted to like start a family. So I guess when he got HIV, he was like, you know, because he always talked about starting a family and like.
Do you have a love in his life?
Not that I know of, you know, but he always wanted to like have like a family and like have kids and like leave that life, like go somewhere and go to a different state. Yeah. So but I'm fucking up. Anyways, let me like try to like summarize the rest of this because this is going on long. But yeah, it was bad. Like the whole HIV when I thought I had HIV and I was I thought, you know, because me and Susan were sleeping together, and I thought I infected her, and that's the reason why Carrie, like, you know, like after I told her, oh yeah, I think I got it, you know, there's a girl that works in my production that has HIV, and she basically said, I'm done with you, because she wanted to leave, like she was done, she didn't want to do porn no more, like she like after that year she was done. So when I told her that, she was like, okay, like I'm done, like this is the reason why I didn't want to be in the industry because of shit like this. So I'm done with you. Like, goodbye. Like, and I hadn't talked to her for a while. And Susan was just like, okay, like, you know, I'm gonna get tested. She like handled it like very like calmly, you know. But I thought I infected her. But anyways, going back to Donnie killed himself, and then that's when things started going more downhill. I was in I remember we had like this meeting at a restaurant, and I was in the restroom. One of the porn producers like tried to kiss me. He grabbed me by the waist and tried kissing me, and I pushed him off of me, and then he ended up like slapping me in the face, and we were like wrestling on the ground, and it was broken up. So I go to the owner. I'll call him. You know the owner of the production company. So I talked to him. Okay, I'm not going to be doing this if you know that producer or whatever. Still, he was like, I would say he was more than a producer. He like owned it too. He owned the company as well. But yeah, I told him I'm not going to work, you know, in this business if you know if he's there. And he's like, okay, like he brings a lot to this company. I'm not going to just throw that all away. You know, it's either you get over it, or it's either like, you know, he'll apologize. I'm like, no, that's not enough. I want him out. You know, and yeah, so he's like, okay, he's not leaving. So I'm okay, I'm leaving then. You know, he's like, okay, like fuck off. Like, and
did you leave or did you get fired?
I left. I didn't get fired because I had like, okay, I did get fired. You know, it's the same thing. You know, like because he said, okay, it's either, I was like, it's either he leaves or I leave. So he said, okay, he's not leaving. So that basically means like, okay, I guess I have to kick rocks, you know. So basically, I guess I left. I'll say I left. Because if I wanted to come back, I would have came back. If you know, they would okay, like, cause I was the man there. You know, I was like, but I was the best. Not to like sound all cocky, but I was like their best like performers. When I left, they went. That's why they went downhill. Like, oh, like he's gone. Now what are we gonna do? You know. So I leave, and then Susan's boss, which is very like she's very lovely. I really liked working with her.
Very attractive.
I wouldn't say it. No, like I was with Susan at the time. You know, I didn't really look at her like that. You know, just because I'm a porn star doesn't mean I'm like super horny. No, I was a porn doesn't mean I was super horny at the time. You know, I was with Susan. I like Susan.
You're with Carrie too, right?
I was with, you know, I think you just gotta. I think you just gotta film. You just gotta stop. I was with her too. Yeah, I was with her as well. But it was more like it wasn't all. It wasn't like it was emotional. You know, I liked being with Carrie and I liked being with Susan. You know. You know, but when Carrie said, "Okay, I can't, you know, be with you no more because this whole like the HIV thing," and I just pursued Susan. We were like getting really close. But yeah. So I was working for Susan's boss for a company, and her name was Kathy. I was working for her, and it was really great. She like listened to all my ideas. Oh, okay, I want to like create this type of a scene. And then Susan was a great writer, so Susan wrote it, and I just had the ideas, and Susan just wrote it down. Susan was amazing with that. And and then we filmed it. Sorry, we ended up filming it, and so on the way back home, we're leaving the set, we're driving. And I think it was on the way back from like we had a dinner at some restaurant. You know, we had dinner. We're talking about like I was talking about how I kind of want to like not be a porn actor anymore and just like start directing and stuff like that. Kind of like move up. That's when I was kind of done with like being a porn star, I would say. So on the way back, we're driving, and then she tells me, she's like, because she was acting weird that day, like that day when we're filming, she was acting like, not when we were filming, but like when we weren't filming, she was like acting kind of weird, looking at me a lot and just like pacing back and forth, smoking like a lot of cigarettes. Like she usually would like smoke like 2 cigarettes, you know. I wish I had a cigarette right now, actually. Yeah, but I really do wish I had a cigarette. But I told my mom I quit, so it would be cool if I was like smoking a cigarette. I'll be like Steven Prince, you know, just like smoking and just talking about shit. But anyways, yeah, my mind wanders. But anyways, yeah, so Susan was just like smoking a lot, pacing back and forth, and we're driving. She tells me like, I'm pregnant.
She was pregnant and smoky.
That's what I was saying, like. And then I told her, and then she was like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep it, but I want to keep it, you know. And I was just like, hey, you know, I was like shocked, and I remember the car like kind of like, you know, when you kind of look and the car just like turns or whatever, and I was just like, man, like, you should get an abortion. And I was just and I was like really serious, and she just was like so shocked and disgusted, and we didn't talk for like 2 weeks, and then you know, I called her, we reconciled, and yeah, and then we end up we had like this announcement party, and let me hurry up because I know I'm talking forever. We had this announcement party, and that's when I had like a breakdown, like everybody was having a good time, and I was like leaning on the car I had at the time, this shitty stupid Honda that cost like so much fucking money that I didn't have to even buy. Like I just bought it because I felt like, oh, I should get a better car because I'm, you know, making a lot of money. That shitty fucking Honda car, I hated that car. I didn't hate it, I just like felt like, why did I buy it? But anyways, I was like on the ground, like leaning on the Honda car, and then I was just like, man, like I don't like this life. I want to leave. I'm tired of all this. I want to like do something. Why did I get into this? I should have just stayed back in Mill Valley. What am I doing? I'm very you know, all these things I did and da da da. And then you're gonna say this is bullshit, but guess who? Like I'm like having this breakdown, like, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, I hate this life. And then I see Carrie walking
Right.
So I guess she knew she knew I was with Susan. You know, and porn stars have like this. They know porn stars know other porn stars. Well, I think Carrie was out by then. But so I see Carrie walking, and she's just like, "Hey," I'm like, and I was just shocked. And then just to keep it short, we left together. We left, and we drove.
You both still have feelings for each other.
Yeah, but the thing about it though, I believe I left. My mouth is dry. I should have drank some water.
Because you weren't ready to be a father?
The thing about it was I didn't mind, like, it's not that I wasn't ready to be a father. It was just I didn't want. Yeah, I would say that. Like, if Susan wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't have ran. To be honest, you know,
You stayed in porn?
probably. But I just, but I want to be a director. You know, I didn't want to do porn anymore. You know.
Director in the porn industry?
Yeah, like I was tired of being the actor. I wanted to be like, I had like a lot of great ideas. But anyways, all that didn't matter. I just left. So I left. Yeah, I left, and Carrie were driving, and then she stopped to get gas. She's like, "Oh, I want to get some snacks. I'm hungry. You know, like I want to get like we were like I don't know. I felt like we were like 14 years old. We're just like, oh, let's go to the store get some snacks. So she pulled in the fuel dispenser to get gas and to get some snacks. And I just stayed in the car. I just want to clear my mind. Just go ahead and go inside. And then because on the way driving, I was like, okay, like what am I doing? Like I'm gonna leave with somebody. I didn't want to be with nobody. I didn't want to be with Susan. It felt good being. You remember the end of like The Graduate when Dustin Hoffman is they're in the bus and they're like smiling and everything's going great. And they realize like, what the fuck am I doing?
They're not compatible.
They're not compatible.
They had nothing to say.
Nothing. They just looked around, and that was a great ending for a movie. So it felt like that, you know. So then I get out the car and I just run. And I'm just running. I don't know where I'm going. You know, I'm running. I'm a black man running on like a dominantly white freaking city. Just running. Yeah, I was in Santa Monica. And I was just running. Like running. And then I started hitching. This is the hood, guys. So I have to keep on looking behind my shoulder. But anyways, so I started hitching. I had my thumb out, and some guy actually stopped. Some older dude, some ex-military. He stopped, and he's like, "Oh, like where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going to take me to downtown LA. I was gonna go back to my apartment." And he's like, "All right, cool." So I get in, and he's and it's funny though, cause this was before like Trump even won. And he was talking about, oh, Trump's gonna win and Hillary Clinton's gonna, all this stuff. And I don't even think those are the nominees yet. That's the thing, though. This was around 2015, like late 2015. I'm not sure if they were the nominees yet. I'm not sure. I don't know. But all I know that he was talking about, oh, Trump's gonna win, Hillary Clinton's a fucker, like Obama. I didn't like him. Like when Obama was president, I was like, I hated that. Like he was like this like diehard Trump supporter. And I didn't care. I was like, whatever. Like, okay, just take me back to downtown. Like, he was just talking the whole time. And I was like, hey, could we stop by the ATM? So I had an idea. Okay, just take me to Moreno Valley. You know, like, fuck all that downtown LA. I was like, just take me back home. You know, I didn't tell him that, but I was like, could we go to ATM? So he takes me to an ATM, and it's funny though, cause so I go to the ATM, I think not ATM. I go to Chase. Cause I had a Chase card or whatever. So I go to Chase Bank, the ATM or whatever, and I tell him like, oh, like be you'll be lookout, you know, because he was an ex-military. Like, this is our mission. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna get some money. You be lookout. If you see somebody approaching me, shoot him with your gun. I was just cracking jokes. He was like, yes, I got it. Like he was a very cool guy. He was a really cool dude. So I go and I take out like I think like $700 or whatever, and go back in the car and I give it to him. Oh, just take me to Moreno Valley. And then he takes me to Moreno Valley and yeah, and I've been here for 3 years since then. And the whole Susan situation is, I don't think she had her kid because, I've been on her Instagram times. I didn't see no kids, so I'm pretty sure she had like an abortion. And like I'm saying, I'm not proud of anything that I did back then. Like, which was like 3 years ago, and I haven't talked to Carrie since. Like,
Would you like to talk to either of them?
I don't think so. I could hit up Susan. Like, I could, but I'm just like, I feel like that was that. Like I went to LA and did all that stuff, and I'm back here for 3 years, and I'm
Left her in the past.
yeah, left her in the past, yeah. And I have like, I'm living with my my mom and dad. Well, yeah, they split. So I'm with my mom. Like, I'm living with my mom, but I have money. I could leave, but I'm just like, I'll just stay here. Stay with my mom and little brother. And, he's doing good. But yeah, that's
So how old
basically.
are you now?
Mm, I don't want to reveal that. No, I'm 27. No, just kidding. I'm 25. Turning 26. But that was crazy though. It's like I've done a lot of crazy shit within like I would not even 2 years. I would say because I came back. I came back to Mineral Valley 2015, like fucking September. Everything happened really fast. Yeah. It's crazy how life is. Then it just like cuts to black. It's like a movie. But yeah, that's basically it. That was my story. Yeah. Is there any questions you want to ask me? It was really long though. I just wanted to let people know that I have stories for days. Uh, you have any questions, or that's it? That's it. Yeah, I know you're
Yeah.
looking at me like this guy's a piece of shit.
So what do you want to do with your life in the future?